ring is a team accomplishment. Right. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the all be all of everything. Or if you won one, then you can't be in the same conversation with this person. I don't know, man. It's just like you sit here and tell me, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash, like, oh, they can't be talked about or discussed with these guys is because this guy won one ring or won two rings, or you can have those conversations, but like trying to nitpick an individual because he was not able to win a team game or a team match or whatever the case may be. I don't know where it started. It's just it's a long conversation, especially when it comes to me individually. It's just so weird. A ring.
What up, ladies and gents, boys and girls? You are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own Dre Day. What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support to the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. Hit that notification bell so that way once a video is released, you will get a notification letting you know that your boy has dropped some new content. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, all that good stuff. This video here. Now, I'm sure, well, hopefully, y'all heard the little snippet that I played for y'all. I don't have the 2-camera thing, so I wasn't able to, put it on the screen for y'all. So I had to basically get it from my phone and place it to the microphone. So hopefully y'all heard that. But that is LeBron James. And now he's confused as into how, championships, when did championships start becoming the end all be all? And I'm going to dive into this. I'm not going to dive in it too much. I'm going to try my hardest to keep this video below 20 minutes. I'm going to try my best because there's so much I want to say, but I'm going to try to do this in less than 20 minutes because obviously I know why he's doing this. And I'm glad that he has now come to the realization, right? I'm glad he's finally come to the realization to what the main deal of this is. But I just find it crazy that he says this because this was the same individual that went to Miami to try to win championships, right? Remember, his first 7 years, he was in Cleveland. Couldn't win. So after that 2010 season, after they lost to Boston in the semifinals in 7 games, when he left the court, took his jersey off, and at that time, that was the last time we saw him in a Cavaliers uniform. What did he do? Take his talents to South Beach. And what did he kind of predict why he was there? What premature proclamation he said? Now, I remember it vividly because I was on vacation at that time. I was in Puerto Rico visiting my son and his mom when they were living in Puerto Rico. We were at the bowling alley right in Aguadilla in Puerto Rico. And they had it on, like they had the press conference on the TV. And he sat there with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and was talking about Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. You're basically predicting all of these championships that you're going to win when you're with the Miami Heat. Now, you played there 4 years. You were average while you were there from a championship standpoint. Now, statistic wise, the discussion could be made which era LeBron was the best. Was it his Cleveland stint or was it his Miami stint? Because it ain't his Lakers stint. So it's more so his first Miami stint, his Miami stint, or his second Cleveland stint. We ain't even talking about the Laker one, right? So you went to this team to win championships. Why? Because at this particular time, people had you in that conversation. What conversation? The GOAT conversation. They had you in that conversation because of Michael Jordan, because of Kobe Bryant. At this time, you wasn't winning championships. You just had MVPs. And you was racking up all these numbers. So, of course, with people in the media, and of course his following, his billions of witnesses, his apologists, you could say, they was caping for him to be the GOAT. Unfortunately, he couldn't get in that conversation unless he won championships. What did he do in Miami? He got 2 championships, right? So once he won those 2 championships, that's when the conversation ignited of him possibly being the GOAT. Me, still wasn't the GOAT in my eyes. Still wasn't. And he still ain't. But walk with me in my Chic Luke voice. We then fast forward to him going back to going back to Cleveland. And when he went back to Cleveland in 2016, him and his Cleveland Cavaliers was down 3-1. Now, we all remember Draymond Green getting suspended for Game 5. Game 6, a couple of Warriors were injured. Game 7 is back at the Oracle. I'm not sure everybody was there, but the point is it was a Game 7 in Oakland. We all remember the chase down block that LeBron did to Iggy. We all remember the three-pointer that Kyrie shot in Steph's face to basically clinch the championship. I'm going to play a clip for you right now, and hopefully you hear it. I believe LeBron was on his show, The Shop. I believe he was on there with Rich Paul and a couple of other people. I'm going to play this clip. And I want y'all to hear what LeBron James said.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time. That's what I felt. I was super, super ecstatic to win one for Cleveland because of the 52-year drought. Like, I was ecstatic. Like, obviously, after the first wave of emotion was when everyone saw me crying. Like, that was all 52 years of everything in sports going on in Cleveland. And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? So after LeBron won the championship in Cleveland, now, mind you, this was his 3rd ring. So he felt, being that they came back 3-1 and they won that championship against the 73-9 Warriors, the greatest regular season that any team has ever had. He felt after that win, that made him the GOAT. So if championships don't matter, why make those comments? Why make those comments? Now, again, obviously that was not 9 years ago? 9 years ago, he made that comment. We now fast forward to now, where he wants to know why now all of a sudden, it's the end all be all. Well, first off, I'm going to give him credit for this. He did defend AI and Charles Barkley, and I don't even know why he threw Steve Nash in there. I guess he threw Steve Nash in there because Steve Nash was sitting near him because, it's his podcast, and I think Steve Nash, I don't know if Steve Nash was his guest or was his co-host, but don't you dare put Steve Nash in the same conversation with Charles Barkley and AI. Now, granted, yes, he has 2 MVPs. AI has an MVP, and so does Charles Barkley. But I'm taking AI and Charles Barkley over Steve Nash any day of the week, twice on Sunday, right? So don't even put Nash in that conversation. But the point is that I get from that standpoint, I get what he's saying. Like when you have players that didn't win championships. I mean, listen, unfortunately, in this, the way the way sports media is set up, you're gonna have those people out there that shun players that never won championships, right? Me, I don't do that. Now I know there's some great players that never won championships. He just mentioned 2 of them. He mentioned AI, he mentioned Charles Barkley. Hell, you can throw John Stockton in there. You can throw Patrick Ewing in there. You can throw Reggie Miller in there. Like there's so many players that were great that didn't win championships. That doesn't mean they're not great. But when it comes to certain conversations, they can't be in that conversation because they've never won. But when it comes to this whole LeBron thing, when it comes to the GOAT conversation, obviously it's mainly 3 names that really come up for the GOAT conversation, right? Jordan, Kareem, LeBron. Now, for some people, they throw Kobe name in there, right? So, okay, you could say it's 4 names. But for the real, like for the consensus out there, there's one GOAT, right? And that's Michael Jeffrey Jordan, right? All LeBron did, all he did with making that statement on that show with Steve Nash, the harsh reality has kicked in. He knows that he's at the end of his career. He's about to go on his 22nd season. He only has 4 championships. And if you really think about it, he's probably not going to win another one before his career is over. So he'll be stuck on 4. Let's just say that he's stuck on 4. The reality has now kicked in. Finally, it's probably kicked in because I don't know what took so long, but the harsh reality has hit him. And he now knows. He has a full glimpse. He has a clear understanding that he knows that he ain't fucking with Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He knows it. And for the LeBron fans out there, they kill me with this whole, oh, he's only the GOAT. Oh, so y'all only saying he the GOAT because he got 6 rings. The rings play a little part into why we say he's the GOAT. Because it's not just the rings. Because if it was just the rings, then Bill Russell would be the GOAT because he has 11. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the reason on why we say Jordan is the GOAT, right? It's because what he did for the game, right? Just hear the stories of how players revered him. Just hear the stories on how players feared him, right? Think of the MVPs, right? Think of the scoring titles. Think of the defensive player of the year awards, the all defensive teams. All of that shit plays into why we say Michael Jordan is the GOAT. It's not just the rings. The rings play a big part. Yes. 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, never played in the game 7. All of that counts. But it's the other stuff I just mentioned as into why Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And now with LeBron James making that statement with Steve Nash, the harsh reality has kicked in. He has finally woken up and smelt the coffee, and he knows that he will never be better than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He just won't. So you can have as much total points as you want more than him. You can have more total rebounds than him all you want. You can have total amount of assists all you want. You can have all of that. But at the end of the day, that still is not going to make you better than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Now, I believe LeBron James is in the top 5 of all time. I stand firm on that. I will admit he is in my top 5. He is. But he's not up there with Mike. He's just not. I'm sorry. Now, what he's done for the game has been nothing but amazing. And I thank him for what he's done for the league. But he's not up there with Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. He's just not. Now, you can't have this conversation with his fans because they're too delusional. They don't want to be objective. Like, they really worship this guy as if he's God. Now, I get it. You know, his Instagram and X moniker, his alias is King James. I get all of that. But no, he's not Michael Jordan, and he'll never be better than Michael Jordan. And I think with him making that statement, it's finally hit him. Because again, when you was in Cleveland, after you beat Golden State, at that time you thought after you won that, you was the GOAT. And now we fast forward now to where you don't have all those championships that you said that you was going to get. So now you got to make this statement. Because I can guarantee you this. If you had 6 rings, hell, if you had 5 rings. No, let's just say you had 6 rings. Let's say you was tied with Mike. Let's say you had 6 rings. I guarantee you he wouldn't have made this statement. He wouldn't have made this statement. Not at all. But now, being that it's not fitting his narrative, now he has to make this statement. And I find that funny. I find that very funny. But y'all hit me in them comments, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Is LeBron James your GOAT? Because I already told you who mine is. Again, I do believe he's in the top 5. I take nothing away from him. He's in the top 5. There are some things that he's done that I love, and there's some things that he's done that I hate, and that I've had to penalize him for being in that conversation. But he's still a great player. Still a great player. Mount Rushmore great. Take nothing away from him. But when it comes to being numero uno, the GOAT, that's not him. That's not him. That would be Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Simple and plain. Real simple and plain. But again, I said I was trying to do this under 20 minutes, and I've accomplished my goal. But y'all hit me in them comments, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Once again, thank y'all for the continued support. Keep it going. Keep it growing. Keep it flowing. Again, subscribe to the channel. Sportswear with Dre Day Podcast is the name. Hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once your boy drops a video, you will get a notification letting you know that I've dropped some new content for the channel. Y'all hit me in them comments. Tell me what you think. Thank y'all for the continued support. Once again, keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. And closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportswear with Dre Day Podcast. Y'all be safe out there in these streets. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here. Peace.